Yes, in the world of sport, the National Basketball League champions, City Oilers, have intensified training ahead of the belated 2017 National League final, in which Kampala International University Titans is their opponent. This final that starts next Friday was postponed because of City Oilers' involvement in the Africa Club Championships. Our reporter John Barnes Sentamu has it.
Fresh from representing Uganda at the Africa Club Championship, where they finished 5th, City Oilers Basketball Club is back and ready to play the 2017 league final.
Okay, it is a challenging final, but I think we are going to capitalize on the momentum we had from the competition in Tunis, and I guess if we prepare, tighten up our programs and our tactics, I think we shall be okay. But this goes not to underlook KIU.
Daniel Juko believes experience gained against formidable opposition will enable the team win a record 5th consecutive crown.
We learned how to move with or without the ball. So coming back home and playing these finals, I think beating teams that are not well prepared like those guys, I think we are going to find it, I won't say easier, but we are going to be having some good time with the teams here.
Coach Mande Juruni has all the players he needs, with Jimmy Inabu, James Okello, Joseph Kiuma and Tony Drileba already in camp, while Landry Ndikumana and Jeff Omondi are expected back from holiday in Burundi and Kenya this weekend. Kampala International University Titans, on the other hand, will look to players like Sudi Ulanga, Francis Sokoroza, Chris Omanye and Geoffrey Soro to upset the odds to their first title. John Barnes, Sentamo, reporting.
Remaining with sports federations and their wishes to propagate success next year, our reporter John Barnes Sentamu talked to Uganda table tennis chairperson Robert Jagwe, and this is what they had to discuss.
First of all, we are extremely grateful for a very wonderful 2017, and in particular we want to thank our ladies team because they helped us to win the first ever silver medal on the continental stage. Ever since table tennis has been playing competitions outside Uganda at a continental level and beyond, we had never won a silver medal. So our ladies brought for us 2 silver medals and 2 bronze medals from Mauritius. So we want to thank them very much. And that success has made us change our plan. Basically, going forward, we are going to make sure that the things that have helped us to make our players better, we continue those things and we strengthen them. But also we need to build on what we had before, because initially we had wanted to bring in more tables into the country because our people tell us they want to play the game. Schools, institutions, universities, banks, they want to play the game, but the tables are a big problem for them. So our initial plan was to have more tables coming into the country, but now we are adding on something else. How do we build around these silver medals to make sure that we take the game forward? So basically, we are going to have a strategic plan, and I think it will be the first time that our game is having a strategic plan. Admittedly, we've never had a strategic plan, but we think it's not right, because all modern organizations, you must have a strategic plan.
Still in sport, Uganda Woodball Federation President Paul Mark Kayongo is optimistic that strides taken by the sport will enable it to scale heights unthought of by many. Kayongo says that most of the energies in the coming year will focus on continuous development, especially at the grassroots level.
Looking at the annual performance of the sport, we've been able to score in quite a number of areas, and one of the major areas is that we have succeeded to bring on board quite a number of corporates. In fact, as I speak, nearly every important company in this country has got a player or players participating in the cooperative league. But besides the corporates, this year we have also witnessed two major events: the Uganda International Football Open, which was hosted by Chisui Beach, where we had a pool of the best ranked players from football playing countries like Taiwan, like China, like Korea, participating, and Uganda emerged the winner of this year. We are talking about the National League. This is our baby. It is one of the innovation for which we are very proud as a younger federation managing football in this country. And this is something which all football.
One of Uganda's longest-serving sports administrators, Jasper Aligawesa, has spoken out on life outside sports and into mainstream politics. Aligawesa quit his duties at the National Council of Sports to pursue a career in politics. He, in fact, contested the past legislature elections and lost in what he still believes was in bad faith. The former National Council of Sports Secretary General says that for sports in Uganda to transform into professionalism, the National Council of Sports Act of 1964 must be revisited.
Politics is where everybody is. There are people in the village. I'm telling you, when you go to politics, it's like sports. You find in sports, people have no resources. When you go to politics in the villages, they have no resources. So politics and sports is the same thing. And when we talk about sports now, and I want to urge the government, more specifically to Honorable Bakablins, just let them amend the Act of 1964. Today we are playing at leisure, and that's why I said I salute the sportsmen and women and the administrators of sports in this country, because we work on an old archaic Act of 1964. That Act says one thing: amateur sports. When you look at sports now, everybody want to say that they what? They are professional, but they are not professional because the Act itself doesn't allow you to be a professional. And I'm glad some sports are turning into being professional, but they cannot do well until that Act is amended. And also, what I'm urging the government, because sports is a big industry today. When you look at Kenya, Ethiopia, Tanzania, everywhere, sports is a big industry. Government should invest. If they're telling people to go in farming, they should tell people to go into sports, because sports generates a lot of revenue. Not only revenue, they promote the country worldwide. When Chiprotich won at the